It's time to move and be moved by the savings you'll find at Team Mazda. Choose a new 25 Mazda CX-30, Mazda CX-5, or Mazda CX-50 and get 2.9% financing for 60 months. It's time to experience Mazda at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
Good morning, 7:03 here on a Tuesday. Today's topic, we are talking superstition.
We just were. How do we? I don't even know how we did. Are you superstitious?
Very superstitious.
Come
No,
on,
baseball
Stevie.
players are.
Probably. We've talked about that as well. Probably when you talked about welcome to the Plus, everybody, in
Hi.
9 News Now, when you never know what we're going to be talking about.
Neither do we.
That's the kind of thing. As of like 30
It's like
seconds ago, I had no
roulette.
idea, and we just started chatting. But I think you're right. I think as far as like sports, baseball players probably the most.
I am
superstitious.
Not, they are. To answer your question, I am not even that much.
None.
No.
That's good.
No.
I wish I were like that.
None.
I really do.
I mean, we had a traffic watch airplane. It was when I flew traffic watch.
I've been in it.
And the
I was superstitious when I got it.
you weren't in this particular
Oh,
plane.
really?
You were in the big plane.
Oh, I know. He keeps saying that. It was like this big.
Yeah, and by big, he means small.
But I
thank
believe
you.
that.
This was one of our little two-seaters, a 152, and the call sign was November 6662 Foxtrot.
Uh-oh.
666. I flew that on the morning of Friday the 13th.
Oh, shut up.
I did.
The devil got you where you needed to go?
Didn't have any problem.
See?
I just don't believe in all that.
And I
I'm
think
sorry.
that's part, if you buy into it, maybe that leads to the mindset that you're thinking that. What are some of the superstitions that get you?
Yeah, well, with me, I usually do have a bad day on Friday the 13th, so I try.
Really?
Every year when it's Friday the 13th, I just try to stay like
few of 'em.
inside, and
Stay
there
away from-
are a couple.
Yeah.
Stay inside, do as little as possible.
Now, weird things do happen, I've heard, on
Okay.
full moons.
Well,
I've heard
yeah,
that
yeah.
too,
You're
yeah.
gonna balance
Even
the
animals,
animals,
get weird on a full moon.
Yeah.
Which we have one coming up.
Yes, we do. This Saturday, it's going to be the full pink moon. Don't women tend to go into labor more when there's a full moon?
Really?
Is that a thing?
I
Only
think
if they're
it's
pregnant.
That might be the funniest thing
Is that right?
you've ever said ever.
and there you have it.
I guess we'll find out come Sunday. You get a notice from the hospital. Yeah.
That was brilliant. Look at you. That's pretty good. Did you guys work that out?
We don't
a
work
good day.
anything out.
No.
And it shows.
Listen, when it's organic, that's
Yeah.
pretty great. That is great.
I'm just crying a little bit.
You know, it does creep me out a little tiny bit, under a ladder. I won't go under a ladder. So I
Really?
guess
I was
I
just
am
asking about
superstitious
that.
a little
Well,
bit.
that's just
But
being
why?
safe.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's right. Exactly.
Correct.
I actually parked next to one in the parking lot.
I won't
That's right.
And
I
I
get out the
don't.
passenger
right.
side.
I
I won't get out.
Wow, you crawl out the passenger side just to avoid it?
Yep.
That is commitment.
Interesting.
Apparently you are
So
superstitious.
there you go.
that's the only thing I can think of.
Really?
Umbrellas
That's it.
inside?
Don't bother me.
I used to.
I don't have
I've
one,
told- well,
or I can
I knew
show
that was-
you now.
I knew that was coming.
Just wait.
I knew that was coming.
I've done that a few
Heather?
times in the studio here, and back in the day when my grandmother was with us, she would see that, and boy, she let me have it. She's like,
Why would you do that to Grandma?
Yeah. And I've got a black cat, so it's always crossing my
Right.
path.
I think this is
so-
just a gentleman's thing, but not to wear a hat inside.
Yeah.
Remember the Astros coach, who was also the New Orleans coach at one time? He never wore a hat inside the Astrodome or the Superdome. Never wore a hat
Really?
of any kind. Yeah.
Okay. Just
Astros
bad luck.
coach who was also a New Orleans coach.
It was Bum Phillips. Yeah, Bum Phillips.
So not an Astro, an Oiler.
Oiler. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon.
I'm like,
Oh, got it.
I'm like
okay.
Football
Wow.
coach.
football. I'm like
Oiler.
Yeah, Oilers. I'm like Astros. Who was
A friend of
Never
mine went to
wore
an
a ball
Astros
cap.
game the other day and we were talking about it. Yeah, no, Oilers.
Or
Man.
Ah.
Bum
Man, oh,
Phillips
man.
would
Not to wear
never.
a ball
He said his
cap?
mother said, "Take that hat off inside," and he took his cowboy hat off. Never wore it in the Astrodome. Never wore it in the Super
Never.
Bowl.
go.
And then they said to him, "What an Astro."
That's about as safe as you can get here
I'll
on
be here.
90s now.
I'll be here all night,
Yeah.
all morning or something.
Just for that, you are doing the name.
So
Yeah.
Liz, you seem to be Liz is the most normal
Oh,
of us.
I don't know about that.
Superstitions?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. There are certain superstitions in the Korean community,
Yeah.
like sleeping with the fan on is not good because it blows away your
Oh,
good fortune.
forget it down
I'm
here.
like, it gets too hot to do all that. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, doing that. There's some other things. I'm
ain't having
trying to
that.
think. Cracks on the sidewalk, you don't walk
sure.
on those.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't
Break your mama's
necessarily
back kind
believe
of a
that.
thing? Yeah, me
Yeah,
either, I guess.
Funniest line in The Golden Girls when Dorothy said that to her mother. Yeah, like step on a crack, break your mother's back. Doesn't work, I know. I've tried.
I tried.
Oh no.
Man, God, that's a good
Yeah.
show. There's a good show.
Okay, well maybe we have to look up some other.
Is this a good show? Is that what we're doing here?
We're trying
This
to
is the most
just bide
watched
our time.
15 minutes in television in the history of TV in
Is
the
that
week.
right?
During the course of the week, this is the most watched. Yep, absolutely.
Manifesting
What did you
things.
just do?
Yep.
Yeah.
This 15-minute segment is the most watched segment of the WAFB News the whole week.
Wow, I like that.
I'm not really sure why your nose is growing
I don't
right
think
now,
that's
but
accurate.
it seems like it is.
I think that's accurate.
He's trying to put it out there. Manifest us and let the good things come to us.
Well, here's what the people want. Exactly what you, Jared, are delivering this week. My goodness.
Finally, not the bad guy here.
This
Because
is
I
great.
feel like we have been
Soak
the
it
bad
up,
guy
Jared.
like a lot lately. Finally, it's here. We said it. Took some time, and here is Lake Pontchartrain. There you see the sun just looks beautiful. It's a frozen shot, but you still get the idea. Matter of fact, it is relatively on the cool side, starting off at 43 degrees. So you're going to want to grab the extra layer, maybe the light jacket. We definitely did not warm up yesterday, only getting yesterday to 61, not even close to where we should be this time of year, 78. We're going to be below normal again. Speaking of below normal, here's something that's going to be above normal, and it's not a good thing. The Mississippi River is going to take on a higher and higher level, not from our rain locally, but all the rain up north. So I'm showing you two locations. This one is the Mississippi River at Baton Rouge, not at flood stage right now, but by April 15th, and then definitely by April 21st, 22nd, we're going to be over 40 feet, or at least that's the forecast. So that is between moderate and major flooding there. That'll become a concern. And then the Mississippi River over at Red River Landing, the numbers are a little bit different here. So even though it looks really high, 55 feet, 58 feet on the Red River, that's considered moderate. To get to high or to major, it usually has to be over the level of 60 feet. Again, we're going to keep an eye on those river levels. We'll keep you posted and updated through the next week or two. Back edge of the clouds moving not towards but away, and it's not just our neck of the woods that's getting the cold stuff. Look at Chicago right now, 18. Look at Bismarck, 15. So everybody that got touched by that weekend cold front is significantly colder. But we're going to warm up nicely. We'll get up to 72 in the afternoon for tonight and tomorrow morning. One more cool night when we see the temperatures drop back into the 40s. Remember last week we were looking at these numbers, the dew points, and they were pumped up high in the red zone. They were in the 70s. Now they're significantly lower. And even when they peak here on Friday, we're going to get a front that's going to give us a reinforcing shot of dry air. And that's the reason why the 7-day rainfall forecast looks like this. Hardly anything whatsoever, barely anything across the region. And in fact, over the next several days, going all the way out to April 17th, confidence is high that not only Louisiana, but almost the entire, really the entire Gulf Coast looks like it is going to be drier than average, drier than normal. Today, you're just going to need that extra layer in the morning. You won't want it in the afternoon as we get to 72. Blue skies looking great, and we're still going to be able to cool things down for tonight because we'll have the clear skies, the light winds, and the overnight low at about 47 degrees. Then in the all-important 10-day forecast, when I get a 10-day like this, I try to look hard for any one day where there might even be a chance of rain. And I'm telling you, the next 10 days just look real dry. Temperatures are going to be good for the first half. For the second half of the forecast, though, we're going to start to pump up those numbers and get back into the mid-80s. Meanwhile, it is 7:10 out your door, and hopefully the roads, Johnny, are cooperating.
Boy, Strawberry Festival this weekend. Weather looks great. Thank you. Starting to see our backups now on I-10 and I-12 right here at the 10-12 merge. All lanes are open. Folks get a little bit of a later start this morning, it looks like. Right past College Drive, Acadian Thruway. This is the Acadian camera facing Perkins. That's the Acadian on-ramp right there as you make your way around. So let's look at the drive times. Gonzales to Baton Rouge, about 22 minutes. Look at the Denham to Baton Rouge, though, right under half an hour. And from the 10-12 to downtown, we've slowed down. Normally it's 4 or 5 minutes, up to 9 to 10 minutes from the 10-12 to the downtown area. New continuous flow exit at College Drive, working fine. 4 different lanes at the bottom of that exit ramp off of I-10 westbound. That far right lane is the exit-only lane for continuous flow exit all the way over to Corporate, and that seems to be doing well. If you're going north on College, go to the light and turn right. These two still turn left going toward Bennington. 7:11 is our time, 11 minutes after you were watching WAFB 9 News Now. Matt and Liz do have a couple of headlines for you might have missed this morning. They're coming up next right after this.
Hey, before you get going, a few things we're following for you today, including Governor Jeff Landry stepping up to the microphone. Another economic development announcement?
So could we see another big corporation or industry come to the state? Governor Jeff Landry is set to join LED Secretary Susan Bourgeois at the state capitol at 10 o'clock this morning. We will be there. Let you know what comes out of that major announcement.
We'll talk about a job fair, actually a special one, a second chance job fair and resource expo. It's actually going on today. You got a number of hours to be a part of this, Liz.
10 a.m. It kicks off there at the EBR Main Library on Goodwood. They're giving away 100 free suits.
So
they are doing mock interviews. They'll look at your resume. They'll do those interviews and prep with you. Free haircuts too. There's a lot going on here. So if you have a criminal record, it's worth it to make your way out to the EBR Main Library.
River Parishes Community College doing something that they have done often. They continue to do the dual enrollment opportunities for freshmen through seniors in high school. A great opportunity to really get into this right here.
If you're interested in process technology work, look, the careers are lucrative and we have that industry here. You can do that dual enrollment and find out more about it. Tonight at 6 o'clock, RPCC will be set up there at the BASF multi-purpose room for you to find out more.
Driving the future, we continue to that incredible facility, Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital, the 5 Cars, 5 Winners. We're actually going to be doing something big with that tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we are. There's going to be a phone bank here at Channel 9, but you don't have to wait until then to call in to get your tickets. You can also go on the website that Johnny's been telling you about, ololchildrens.org/drive. If you buy your tickets by tomorrow, you'll also be entered in to win a $5,000 cash prize on top of a new white Lexus vehicle.
Wow, that's awesome.
855-295-KIDS.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay,
You
good
probably
with
said
the
that a few
numbers.
I'm ready. Let's go. I'm going to be in the phone bank.
Yeah, you are.
I love the phone
We
bank.
love our volunteers.
Yeah,
Such a great cause.
Yeah.
Help us raise more money and get those new MRI machines for the pediatric care. Incredible facility.
If it's truck savings you're looking for, then that's what you'll find at Team Toyota, like a new Tacoma for just $299 a month, or get 2.9% financing on a new 25 Tundra, or $3,000 customer cash. You'll find these savings and more right now at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.